Hi, and welcome to the Thinking Out Loud podcast. My name is Jędrek,
My name is Masha.
and we are two English teachers inviting their students to their podcast.
Yes, we are.
All right,
Not
right.
only students, actually, not only. Anybody can join.
Anyway,
But so far, it's only students or teachers or
do you know,
ex-teachers or future teachers.
do you know, Masha, how modern this is?
How modern?
How avant-garde we are?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I'm monitoring, the situation in the world of podcasts in France.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed that some language schools, schools of French in that, for that matter, they started to not only run podcasts, but exactly invite their students. So there is, let's say, bad French or bad English or whichever language,
Mm-hmm.
and somehow it's becoming. They call it in French. They call it. Wait a second. They had a very nice verb for what to do with the language. I can't remember now, but they want to put the pressure out, from correctness, for being overly correct, and so on.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember how they call it, but there's always that French way of making verbs, from everything.
So they
But
invite students and they
yeah, they invite students and they accept what they say, occasional mistakes and so on. But you see how different is this attitude. I mean,
Yeah, but what's happening on the show? What they ask them?
I mean, so far they only had one episode. It's a new
Mhm.
thing, but they're just talking about, what are you doing in France? And because I guess it's a language school, a physical language school, not a digital one. And they have students, and the one they had was from the UK. And he was explaining, what he's doing in the area in Provence, in that case, and what he's doing. But the thing is that the French he uses is imperfect, right?
Okay.
But they no longer hesitate. They no longer kind of fear that, hey, showing imperfect French will maybe damage our listeners,
Ears, tender
ears.
ears.
Yeah.
No. But what do you say? What do you mean when you say they accept occasional mistakes? It means that at the end of the
They
episode,
say that no, actually, no. They just they had some kind of a pilot episode, the
Mhm.
introductory one, and they were just telling their listeners that please don't mind the occasional mistakes and so on. It's not so bad and blah blah.
So
But the
they are
thing
what,
is that
copying
this is
us, basically?
yeah. I mean, this is becoming a trend. You invite your students and you sort of show the language, the real one, not the either perfect one or perfectly polished.
Okay.
So this is
I
where we
wouldn't
are.
call it a trend, to podcasts. Let's hope.
Yeah, let's hope. All right, great.
Okay. So today we again have a special, it's actually a very special guest today because finally it's a student of mine,
Great.
It's like what's the score? Like 120.
Oh
Go
wait,
Ukraine. Okay.
Tamara was
She's not
also
a
your.
student, of mine. So she's like,
All right.
yeah. So
Great, but yeah, Masha, I'm also excited. I'm also excited to have who in front of us, Masha. Please do.
So meet Dima. Like I said, Dima is a student of mine, and we haven't uh, been together long. I think a couple of months, 2-3 months. Yeah. So Dima is not a veteran, and he's the best organized person I've ever met. The level of his self-organization is astounding. So he sometimes teaches me, how to be more organized. And we also You know, I'm a little bit obsessed with AI and our future. So I rarely find people now because I kind of already abused this topic. But Dima always, you know, indulges me. Whenever I read something disturbing about AI, he's always ready to discuss it with me. You know, so we very often, you know, switch to topics around AI. So meet Dima. Dima, hi.
Hello, hello,
Hi,
hello,
hi,
everybody.
Dima. It's nice,
Hi.
nice to meet you.
Okay,
And
so
me too.
it took me a couple
I
of
just,
weeks to talk him into,
I'm curious,
coming.
I'm curious about this self-organization, and I want to ask, if I may, because I'm probably Masha the least
The least.
organized person, you know. You've got right now,
I
a
have
full
two
spectrum, you know.
extremes.
Yeah, two extremes exactly. So, are you using some apps, Dima, for that, or is it just your head, basically?
Now I'm using some apps. Yes, it's like a Google Calendar and Notion application. I discovered it a few months ago.
Sorry,
But,
the name is Notion?
Notion, yeah,
Yeah.
it's called Notion. But with Google Calendar, I get acquainted, if we can say so, 5 years ago or 6 years ago, and now it is my best helper.
All right.
So try out
No,
Notion, Jendrik, next time.
Yeah,
check.
my point is that I'm having like a couple of calendars, like Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, and then within Google Calendar, I've got like a few accounts, sort of like I don't know how does it work, but I know that, and on top of that, I'm using Outlook, Microsoft Outlook, as my main calendar. And so you can imagine, the mess there is, I mean, few different calendars, and sometimes events are not showing because, I'm using whatever the default Microsoft account, and then I can see the Google events.
So it's a case of
mess.
too much technology.
Did you try to
and also a
synchronize?
certain character of mine,
Did you try to synchronize this all calendars?
It's a very good question, because I wouldn't call it an attempt. I had the thought like this, but the thing, it's overwhelming. There's too much of everything. So each new, let's say, academic year, or whatever we call it, so it's like September, for example, is a good moment, to get organized. And so I promised myself, I'll be running only Google Calendar, or only this, only that, and at the end, I end up having, notes, and I guess it happened to me a few times that I basically forgot about my classes,
Maybe you should try the good old paper,
Yeah.
planner.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well,
All right.
okay.
But all right, I'm gonna. And what is Dima? What is Notion actually? Is it like a place that synchronizes all of your calendars, or what is it? Or is it something like?
So Notion, it's the next step. It's like a space where you can organize all your tasks, and you can synchronize your calendars, and you can put in different notes. There are a lot of opportunities. You can also
sorry to interrupt. It sounds to me like Evernote.
No.
Yeah.
Evernote is like Middle Ages.
Oh, really? But they claim it's like,
You can even create your own web page in this tool, and you can share this web page with your friends, or make it public. Yeah, and some persons can see the information you put on it, and another your nodes will be closed from them.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And already AI is already built in.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
You mean the assistant? All right.
So
Great.
maybe you should try it out before your last resort, which is, paper planner.
And since we are talking about this, sorry, I don't want to prolong, before we get into the thinking out loud proper, but Masha, have you tried the lesson with that AI school you sent me? Because to our listeners,
yeah, but oh my God, after kind of 10 minutes, I developed toothache, It's basically, what can I say? It's you take any good course book and you basically make it electronic. That's it. That's what they did.
I would just like
But
to
you have an AI
explain.
assistant explaining grammar rules to you in a very robotic voice, which is not nice. They need to work on the voice of this thing.
So I would just like to clarify to our listeners, because a few days ago, I guess, Masha sent me a link to Weeks. Okay. Was that Weeks?
Oh, okay, doesn't matter.
Was it Weeks? Because all right,
I already forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, but the point is that you sent me a link to an online language school from Canada, as far as I could tell. And they were promising some kind of AI conversation classes.
No, just lessons with AI.
Okay, lessons with AI. Okay.
They are not conversation. You can have a conversation, but they are mostly, traditional grammar or vocab lessons.
Yeah, and I guess there is like a demo
class,
but I was unable to sign up because for some reason they didn't accept Gmail, as an email to log in. I don't know, or was it just a temporary issue? But it prevented me from trying out this. Especially I was interested in the conversations because I watched their whatever trailer or whatever you call
teaser.
it, teaser, yeah. And they were promising some kind of conversation classes with AI. And I was really interested in that, but so I wasn't able to try this. All right, so that's it.
Well, so far I'm saying maybe conversations like in written form would be, I mean, if I had to choose between having a conversation in writing and listening to this kind of voice, I would choose writing because the voice is awful still. Well, what kind of voice it is. The one that you ask it to read and the da, 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 not very natural at all. So, but it's a matter of time, I think. And soon it will be speaking with your voice.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. All right.
Right. So should we go to the only or round one, or we don't know, whatever it will happen, however it will go. Yeah.
Yeah. So Dima and Masha have give me just a second. Masha, will you allow me to do what?
No. I will just do it myself. Okay, let's go to round one.
Oh, we can hear you clapping. All right, but there's a gong. All right, there's a gong. All right, great.
Okay, so maybe round one, maybe the only one, I don't know. But the question is today, it's a hell of it's a difficult question, but I hope, 3 brains is better than 2. So maybe we will crack it this time. By the way, Dima and I just yesterday, we cracked the one we couldn't crack with you. It's about manipulation and I think persuasion.
Oh, you're kidding.
Oh, yeah. And it was such an elegant.
Impossible to crack.
Oh, wow. I should have recorded it.
I wish I was there. I wish I was there. I wish I was with you listening to that conversation. All right.
Okay, so the question is, what's the difference between crazy and stupid?
Excellent.
It's great philosophical questions. Okay, I should answer right now, or we can.
Well,
Yeah, I
we
mean,
can
give
press
us
the
your
pause and go
initial
back.
give us your initial thoughts. You know, what do you think? Where's the line between the two? I guess two concepts that we tend to overuse, because you will say, "Oh, this is crazy." You know, the prices are crazy. This film is stupid. But let's you know, let's try and separate the two.
Okay. I think the first thought I have it's that crazy people are not stupid.
Not necessarily, maybe.
Not
Yeah,
necessarily
not
stupid.
necessarily.
Yeah.
I wouldn't exclude, like, you know, having this combo.
Yeah, sometimes, yeah. But you talk about the crazy, like crazy, the ones you find in a, you know, special hospital. Yes, these crazy people, usually they're not stupid. Yes, Dima, this is what you meant.
Yeah, yeah. And some successful people can be crazy, but they're not necessarily stupid. They achieved a lot, but they translated a lot of crazy thoughts to people.
Like
And
crazy scientists.
maybe like crazy scientists. Yeah. Somebody called. I forgot. English scientist. EMC2. You know this formula?
Einstein.
I remember Einstein.
Yeah.
Yeah. You remember formula, not the name.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
remember this
that
formula.
is unique. You know, that is unique.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
he was a little bit
why,
crazy, right?
well, I mean, why? Wait, I know that people tend to associate Einstein with that picture
Yeah.
where he's, you
Yeah.
know, showing his tongue, and it's like, you know, and the hairstyle and so on. But really, was he crazy? I mean, I don't know. Judging by his, you know, scientific output, I think he was a genius. But to say that he was crazy, I don't know.
I think this is the case where when people kind of maybe misuse, maybe confuse the not these two, but this craziness, and what they actually mean is that he's not
Uniqueness.
thinking like normal people, like a normal person,
Yeah.
you know, because I mean, who would think of relativity, really, you know?
Yeah.
You have to be unique, unusual person to do this. So that's what they mean, you know, when they say crazy. They don't mean that he's mentally, you know, something's wrong with him.
It's actually much of the same with procreation, you know. You know the song by Seal, Crazy?
You get a little crazy, yes. And we're never gonna survive. This one.
Yeah, exactly, you know.
Yes,
Because
we
you
get a
can get
little
crazy. Yeah, all right.
We can say that if we call a person crazy, if we call a person stupid, it's like a negative formula, and crazy, it can be like a compliment or something like that in different cases.
Yeah, absolutely.
It can be like advantage.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes say, oh, he's totally crazy, you know, I don't know, flying up, doing something dangerous, and people usually admire this and they call them crazy. But stupid is never positive, right?
Never positive. Yeah.
So wait a second, Dima, riding a motorbike at the speed of 200 kilometers per hour through the city, that is crazy or stupid?
I think it's the case when we can say it's combo. Crazy.
Well, which part of it is crazy? Which part of it is stupid? I mean, let's dissect it.
let's try from the basic. If you ride the bicycle, if you ride the bike with a speed of 200 kilometers on highway, you can be crazy, but not stupid. But if you ride it in the city, I think it's some level of stupidness or something like that. I don't know this word in English.
Because wait, I want to continue this. You know, I want to dig into that because what? Because it's more dangerous.
It's more dangerous, first of all, for you, and not only for you, but for people who live in the city and surround you.
I would say that, you know, I see a very strong link between dangerous behavior and stupidity. You know, usually the stupid, I mean, you call something stupid when it's unnecessarily dangerous. So there's like too much risk or something like that. And on top of that, it's not just risk for you, but you endanger others. You know, you can kill someone or you know, hurt someone.
Yes, but how can we indicate the level of the risk if it is dangerous?
In the case of that bike, it's clearly visible. I mean, it's basically crazy. You know, you've got the speed limit of whatever 50 in the city, and suddenly you're driving 200. I mean, it's you know, it doesn't take an Einstein to to say that stupid.
Have you ever seen the bikers who drive 50 kilometers in the city?
No.
No.
No, but you know,
right now I mean, on Saturday I'll have my driving test. So now I'm having driving classes, and I have to drive at the speed not more than 40 kilometers per hour. And you know what it feels like? With you know,
like
in the
turtle.
city, like I want to say snail, but it puts so much pressure on me, because there is always, you know, somebody lagging behind me, impatient. I can, you know, it's in the air, their impatience there. I mean, they are mad. And I can feel that, you know. So yeah, it's not only bikers, it's nobody drives, you know, 50. But you know, I've been thinking about this bike, and it actually, if we you know, consider perspective, because if I am your mom, then it's definitely stupid. If I'm your teenage friend, wow, it's crazy in a very positive way.
Because you impress the person, right?
Yeah.
And somehow, yeah, it's a good point, you know, that it depends on the perspective, maybe.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
Dima, I'd like to ask, is stupidity a matter of low IQ simply? Would you call, for example, a chicken stupid?
It will be wrong position to the chicken to call them stupid, and then
you offend my chickens.
No, I think we can't call animals stupid because they, I don't know, it's wrong. I don't know why. My intuition said that it.
But you know, these little dogs, very, very small dogs that always bark at you for no reason. And it's obvious that they are not really intelligent, because, I mean, you are 10, 20 times bigger than them. And they still kind of, you know, what is it? I don't know. I don't want to say fearless, because it's just, yeah.
Maybe they see the world from another angle, and I don't know. It's a complicated question.
So you wouldn't call these dogs, these little dogs, stupid?
No.
No.
I wouldn't.
But
Yeah,
have you ever had a dog?
Yes. No.
No?
My grandfather had a dog, and it was so aggressive, and this dog always touched me, and damaged my scratched yes my hands and legs, and
Bit you?
I hate this dog. But with my grandfather, this dog behaved perfect. He we called him Dick, and Dick and Dick was
nice name for a dog.
Yeah, and he always heard my grandfather, and he never touched him.
So he was obedient with if he followed commands, yeah.
He followed all the commands.
But you know that some breeds are considered smarter than others. Like, I don't know, Husky probably is considered a very smart breed. No,
no. Husky is not. I think the German Shepherd.
German Shepherd.
Yeah, it's really smart. But then you have, the hunting dogs. They are so. They just, they know how to chase. But I want to say, but wait, Dima. So, in your intuition is telling you that stupid, this concept of stupid, is reserved for humans, not for animals. So it's only humans that can be really truly stupid.
Yeah, because I think maybe it's because a person has an opportunity to become better, but he doesn't use it, and that's why he becomes stupid.
So yeah. So you have a chance.
You have a chance
not to be stupid, but you are stupid. Okay, but you decide to. So that's why if you make a mistake, I mean, I wonder, Masha, do you have any illustration for a stupid mistake? Oh, I made a stupid mistake. Like, what is it?
I made a very stupid mistake today. I came from my country house yesterday, and I brought with me my, don't laugh, multi-cooker. I always take it with me wherever I go because I like my porridge, proper in the morning. And there is this cord, when you plug it in.
All right.
And of course I unplugged it, and this cord I put inside this the pan. You know what a multi-cooker is?
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yes.
I mean, all right.
It's a pan that basically cooks itself. And there is a lid, you open this lid, and this pan, is inside. So what I did automatically in the morning, the cord was still inside, was in this pan, of course, and I forgot that I put it there. So I took my, measured the grain, put the grain in, and then water, of course. And the first cup of water, I was like, well, isn't it stupid? You just need to, look inside.
Yeah, great. But I think it's a great illustration of a stupid mistake. It's, a simpler version of it is when you make coffee, for example, and I know instead of using sugar, use salt or something like that, right?
But the main word was automatically. I wanted to.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, it was a stupid mistake, but you may not repeat it tomorrow, right?
So is it even a mistake if you do it automatically?
I mean, it is a mistake, but you're not stupid making it. Everybody can, make a mistake like that.
Because we are not robots.
Yeah, the problem would be if you repeated that, every time, you come back from your country.
Okay.
It's the same story.
Okay.
Yeah. I know that there are
Have you
people
ever
who,
made a mistake like this twice? Yes, I have.
yeah,
And you're
I mean,
thinking with the
but wait,
yeah.
but you talk about breakfast, so that's early in the morning, probably, you know. So you're
After
still,
this night, yeah, of course, I
yeah,
was a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit
So
rattled.
it doesn't count, you know. It doesn't count.
Oh, thank you. I feel
You are
better.
absolved.
Okay. I'm not
But
stupid.
I know, for example, what people can do with their coffee machine, you know. And you know, if you have
What?
some, I mean, there are different combinations, you know, like, you know, because there are a few elements there, you know. You've got the filter, the coffee, then you have to turn it on or off, and then sometimes plug it, unplug it, you know. And you can
So
sometimes, for
complicated.
example, you're waiting half an hour for a coffee and it's still cold because you didn't plug it in, or you
Yeah.
plugged it in but then you switched it off, and it's like
Yeah.
there are countless combinations, you know, you can do, and they are all stupid mistakes, I would call it like that. But they don't mean that you're stupid, because you know, all right.
Okay.
So what does it mean, Dima, to be stupid? I mean, to be like really stupid, not just occasionally, but to be stupid.
Maybe it is when the person repeat one mistake again and again, and
so it's inability to learn, you would say.
I don't know. I'm trying to crack this question with you. I'm just thinking loud. Yeah.
Yes, thinking out loud.
Out
Love
loud.
that. Yeah.
I've got another question. Is being aggressive or brutal, is it stupid?
It depends on the situation. I think sometimes we need to be aggressive or brutal, but I can't connect it with the stupid right now.
I'm always, you know, I'm always thinking like, you know, if there are, I know, schoolboys who torture a frog, you know, I mean, it's pointless, but they are torturing this poor animal, and I think it's totally stupid, you know. If there is any
They're not
stupid,
aggressive, they're just evil.
oh, sorry, yeah, I meant evil, yeah, but you know, the concept of being evil is it's not so easy, but yeah, yeah, but they are brutal and evil and yeah,
Bad. Mean.
and bad, yeah, yeah. And I think this is close to, I mean, I would call them, these boys, if I saw them, I would call them, you're stupid, you know, doing what you're doing.
Maybe they didn't. Maybe they don't realize what are they doing because of the age.
All right.
Because I turtled frogs when I was when I was
Okay.
5 or 6 years, but then I regret about it.
So what did you get a good beating from your parents, or how did this wisdom
No, I just
descend
learned
upon you.
I just learned the world, discovered something new, and then I realized that it was a bad case, and I was really sad about it, about these actions with these frogs.
Yeah, but Jandrek, if you think of the greatest villain, really, really evil, they are never stupid.
No, they're never stupid. Think of Saruman, right?
Oh, Saruman was far
Rings.
from stupid.
Yeah, the guy was clever.
But he was stupid, you know?
Yeah, he was stupid by joining Sauron, of course.
Yeah,
I mean, the decision was stupid.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. It's a great example with Sauron and the Lord. Dima, are you acquainted with the Lord of the Rings?
A little bit.
All
you
right.
can remind me. You can
Yeah, I
remind
mean,
me.
it was like that was this you know, arch evil, not even a character much, right? I mean, Sauron.
He's a character, like, all right.
All right, fine, yeah, but you know, and there was a very clever wizard. Was Saruman a wizard? Like
a wizard, yeah, a wizard.
Yeah, just like my goodness, I keep forgetting, you know, Gandalf, right?
Uh-huh.
But Saruman at one point, you know, he was a good guy, I guess. But at one point, he decided to join the side of Sauron, the evil guy, because he thought that, you know, he's got a really strong army. Why don't I, you know, join this initiative? And I think that was a moral choice he made. And I think, and I'll try to extrapolate this to you know, to wider set of cases. I think that every time you choose evil, you make something stupid. It doesn't mean that you're stupid, because you could be like Saruman. You know, it could be really I hesitate before calling Saruman wise, because wise is the antonym to stupid, right? But again, his choice by choosing the evil, I think he made a stupid mistake. And every time you choose evil, you make something stupid, I guess. Whether it's torturing a frog or joining Saruman, you know.
But sometimes I think sometimes you couldn't see is this evil or not.
Yeah.
Because in cinema it is like you know, it's like color sides. This is evil, and this is the opposite word.
Good.
Good, yeah. But in real life, sometimes it's hidden from you. And the one thought that I got right now, that it depends on the person who judges you.
What do you mean?
Your stupidness can depend on the person who judges you for this action. Because for some people,
Sauron never thought that Saruman was stupid joining him. Yes.
I think that, you know, in the heart of his hearts, maybe he knew it. Like, this fool will join me, you know, because he's a fool. And I can fool him, you know. Maybe. I don't know, of course, they don't say anything about it in the book. But I'm thinking, you know, because if you're evil and you know that you're evil, that's, you know, the first condition. You know you're evil, then you know that there's no other way than to fool others to your side, you know. You have to fool them, because you know that what you're doing is not right in the way, you know. And you have to fool others, or, of course, persuade them through force, or force them, actually.
So the difference is that you understand that you're evil or not. Because if you don't understand that you're evil and you're joining evil, it makes you stupid.
Yeah, it's quite clever, Masha. I mean, if you are unable to realize if the side you're choosing is good or evil, then maybe this is really stupidity, right? I mean, it's not just the choice, because you can always, you know, you can always back off. I mean, if you can, because sometimes it's a one-way ticket, right?
So the most difficult thing for these people is to kind of tell them apart, evil from good.
Yeah.
You know,
it's
of course,
funny
I'm
that,
thinking
you know,
of the whole country, you know, right now, of people who are making this have to make this.
But you know, it's funny that that we are not talking about the intellect. We are talking about moral choices when we talk about stupidity, because stupidity it actually may not be about the intellect at all. It may be about your moral, let's say, the moral aspect of humans and animals, Dima, and that is what you said. You know, you intuitively wasn't able to call animals stupid because they are not evil or good. I mean, they don't have the choice, you know, I'll do something evil, you know, I'll kill this chicken. Like, you know, my dog can think, I'll kill this chicken, you know, because I don't like him. No, it's an instinct, you know, it's pushing the dog to murder a chicken, you know. But you can't call the dog evil. You're an evil dog because, you know, because you whatever you you know, you destroy
enjoy killing chickens.
And you enjoy killing. I mean, they may be enjoying it, but you can't call animals really evil, I think, because they don't know this concept. It's only humans that know evil and good.
Yeah, I think animals they don't divide, or like they don't divide this.
They don't differentiate between bad and evil.
Yes.
But I also hesitate to call a decision. For example, I can see that okay, maybe the good is losing and the evil seems to be winning, and I make a decision to save myself, my family, and make a profit in the end. Doesn't I hesitate to call it a stupid choice, you know?
I mean, if evil finally triumphs, like finally, which I think is never the case, but if it does, then yeah, I mean, but you're an opportunist, you know,
you actually believe that the good always wins?
I guess it does, you know, because it doesn't let up, you know.
Wow.
Well, look at me, you know, I'm an optimist, you know.
Dima, do you also believe that the good always wins?
Unfortunately, no. But I also believe that the good and the bad, it can be so close, and sometimes it's very different to choose or to define what is good and what is bad.
Do you have any illustration? I mean, do you have any like particular example in your head when it's really difficult to separate? You don't know what you're choosing.
No, right now. Maybe a little bit later I will remind something.
I think it's a matter of not having enough information or being misinformed. Only then.
I don't know, Masha, you know, because it's a matter of just listening to yourself, I guess. Very often we are, you know, misinformed or, you know, misguided or whatever. Because I don't think you need a lot of information unless, because what choices are we talking about? You know, if we think about, you know, our everyday consumer choices, you go to the supermarket and you've got a wholemeal bread and, you know, the white one. So is there, you know, is it actually a matter of, I mean, okay, if you choose the healthy bread, it's probably a good decision. But then again, you know, you've got your budget, everything. So maybe you choose the white one, the killer one.
Or you can always find a dietitian who will tell you that there's nothing wrong with white bread.
Yeah, but you know, but no, what I wanted to say,
you have
that the market choices
like
that
cholesterol and eggs and all this, you know.
Yeah,
today it's good, tomorrow it's bad.
Masha, great. You know, you hear these experts every time telling you that coffee is bad. No, sorry, tea is bad. No, sorry, water is bad, you know. And, you know, you have to be smarter than all of them and listen to your heart like Roxette was singing, you know.
If I listened to my heart, you know what I would eat?
What? White bread and Nutella?
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, my imagination runs wild.
No, but you know, but maybe it's not really true. Maybe you would, you know, get fed up very, you know, quickly.
No.
Fine.
No, listen
but
to your heart. It's not a good. I don't know. Not a good recommendation.
Okay, fine. So you need some knowledge, right? You need to know what's healthy,
and it's always a matter of what you know. Information, or maybe you're misinformed.
What about choosing partners you know, you at one point in your life you decide, you know, if you want to be with someone,
What
but
does
you
it
don't
have
know
to do
that.
with choosing good or bad?
No, I mean, it could be.
Why?
Because, you know, I mean, sometimes the person is good for you and sometimes it's not. You know,
But
you
you
have the
couldn't
choice
see
between.
it at the start. You couldn't see it at the start, and it's okay. It's normal.
I mean, that's the point. You have to see through someone. I mean, I don't know, actually. I was lucky maybe till today.
I can say that a right choice doesn't exist.
Yeah, but right and wrong is not the same as good and bad.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
We're talking about the choice, yes, and good and bad. It's like good and bad. It's like truth and false. And for everybody, these definitions are different.
Yeah.
All
What's
right.
good for one is not necessarily good for another.
Yes. Yeah, that's why it's so abstract. And I think listen to your heart. That said Jendrik is.
Masha, can you sing it?
Listen to your heart when it's
Yes.
calling for you. Yeah.
All right,
No,
excellent.
don't when you choose between white bread and whole grain bread. No.
No, but you know what I wanted to say is that our market decisions, they are not so heavy. I mean, you know, it doesn't really matter which bread you choose, or you know, whether your chocolate cream has palm oil or doesn't, you know.
But it's not good or
But
bad. It's what's right for you and wrong for you. But good or bad when you make moral decisions about something. You know, you see a guy fighting another guy in the street, and you see that the other guy is definitely, you know, smaller and looks very
Innocent.
innocent.
younger, maybe.
Yeah.
And your first reaction would be to do what? To stop this big guy from hitting this, you know, smaller guy. And you think you're doing something good. But then later you found out that the small guy just a couple of minutes ago, I don't know, killed his sister or whatever.
Yeah, life is, you
So
know,
you don't
yeah,
have
life is
enough
complex, you
information.
know. Yeah, you're right. You're
How
right.
did
And
we even get here? We started from stupid and what
I have
was
no
it?
idea.
Crazy. Now we're talking about good and bad.
Yes.
Okay, so stupid and crazy.
Because I mean, I would venture to say that, right? Because you think that someone stupid has low IQ. But Dima, I'll ask you, could a professor be stupid, in your opinion?
The professor is stupid. I think no. But it depends. Okay.
On the professor.
On the case he is doing right now. We used to know that professors are clever and smart people in their industry where they are working and creating something new. But sometimes, it doesn't prevents them from different stupid actions with another people, with communicating or everyday life. That's why I think.
But like you, Jendrik, said with the coffee machine, doing stupid things doesn't make you stupid, you know.
Yeah.
So that's with professors.
No, but if you keep doing or making it, I think it does. Imagine a professor, really an expert in his field, and really a brainy person, but also a one that is, for example, offending his students, like in whatever way, you know, calling them names or whatever, you know, calling someone that you're stupid, or you know, disrespecting, for example, girls or boys, doesn't matter, you know. And I think there you have an expert who is also morally flawed, you know. And I think you have the right to call him stupid, you know, that this guy is stupid, you know, because, okay, he's clever, he's got some achievements, but the behavior that he's showing in the class is just stupid, you know.
So your argument is that if you're morally flawed, you're stupid.
Kind of, yes. It's my conclusion from this conversation here, you know. I've never been there before. But since, you know, since we can't call even the stupidest of animals, I mean the stupidest in terms of IQ, or, you know, come on, these chickens, they always run under your car. Come on, it's not the smartest thing they can do. They could run the other way. They don't. They just, you know. So but still, this is not real stupidity, you know. It's the DNA, it's heredity, you know, it's I don't know what, you know, but you can't be, I mean, and especially that, like Dima said, you know, stupid is a pejorative term. It's offensive.
Yeah, but anyway, I can't totally imagine you are in this observing this professor's class, you know, so you understand two things: that he's extremely knowledgeable in his field, and also you see his behavior, you know, absolutely immoral. I don't think that the word you would use to describe him would be stupid. No.
Rude, maybe rude. Or...
Yeah, arrogant, you know, rude, just bad person, you know. He's a good good, not even teacher, expert, but a bad person. You wouldn't call him stupid.
Maybe, but I would say I'm not going to his class because he's stupid. I mean, this would be a shortcut, you know, I would use. Dima,
because you
all right,
maybe because you want to offend him.
Yeah, man.
And that's why we call people stupid. To tell the truth, I haven't used this word for a long time.
Yeah, I would call him just an asshole.
Maybe I changed because I discover world, and I see I meet with a lot of people, and I can't say that they're stupid or not. It's a wrong indicator, I think.
Which means that you are wise, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you wise.
maybe because when I was young, I can call a person stupid or something like that, and now I wouldn't do it.
I remember one scene from The Simpsons, you know, when I can't remember the context, but Homer Simpson says, I mean, one member of the family is asking, but why? And Homer says, because they are stupid. That's why everybody does everything. Because they are stupid. But it's a mental shortcut, you know. We overuse, I think, especially when we are lacking vocab or whatever. When you're young, you know, we overuse stupid for sure. But Dima, I had one more thought here. You live close to the land of Dracula, and when I think about Dracula, then I think also about other horror stories like Dr. Frankenstein. Don't know if you know the story of Frankenstein. Do you know this story more or less?
I become to remind it. I just remember a picture of the Frankenstein.
Yeah, but I'll tell you. There was a doctor, Victor Frankenstein, who decided to create a perfect servant. You know, some kind of like AI. But back in the days, he needed organs from dead bodies, right? So he was digging graves, you know, he found a heart here, a liver there, a kidney here, and he put everything together and then used some electrical shock, and he created a living being who of course did what? Turned against him. Wasn't a servant, but some kind of a monster, super powerful and evil in the sense that he wanted to kill everybody everywhere. So my question to you, Dima, is was Dr. Frankenstein crazy or stupid?
We can extend this question to the programmers who created AI. I think.
Are they crazy or stupid? Yeah.
No, I think they're crazy. Maybe they're crazy, but not stupid. Not stupid.
But creating
They
something
want
that can potentially.
their wish was to improve this world, I think. But they can't predict the consequences of their invention or product.
And I would say really this is, this ability to predict the consequences of your actions, it's part of, I think, being wise, right? You're wise, you know what's going to happen. And scientists are often crazy and they do things that, normal people wouldn't do. But I don't know if they end up producing something dangerous or even, deadly.
It's impossible to predict. If you read the book of by Nassim Taleb,
Black Swan.
Black Swan, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a very, very interesting book. I recommend.
But I'm sure these scientists, this thought of, that something may potentially go wrong is somewhere at the back of their mind, because they're not stupid, It's just that this appeal, to be the first, to create something, this breakthrough, it's overpowering, and they think, somehow, it will figure itself out.
It will be, yeah.
No, you're right. I mean, they are definitely not stupid. I mean, the people who are working at, designing whatever AI or Frankensteins of all sorts, they are very clever people intellectually.
Yeah.
For sure. They are very intelligent with probably IQ over the average, right?
I totally agree with you on this. Yeah.
No clever conclusions.
Oh my God. I thought I was clever for once, with that stupidity being rather a moral whatever, thing than intellectual. But maybe I'm wrong. Now now I hesitate.
I hope people who are listening will have better conclusions, and I hope they leave a voicemail or comment or something, say, guys, you're so stupid. Don't you see it? This is the difference. Point 1, 2, 3. Here you go.
That's why I said it depends on the person who judges you.
Oh yeah, people, please judge us and leave us a voice.
Yeah, great, Masha. You have a great point. We have this voicemail, but Masha, maybe that the system is kind of.
I know it takes some effort. Yes, but
it takes some effort. You need to overcome logging in some cases, downloading an app, which sucks totally. But I think that our alternative is a commercial solution to it. There is something called SpeakPipe or something like that. I may want to try this, which is very easy.
What if people already have an account with Spotify? Then it's easy for them.
Yeah, I get. Yeah, exactly, guys. Those of you who have actually a Spotify account, you can leave us a voicemail. So
in one click.
For the time being, let's stick to that. On top of that, Masha, we have a website where people can go fill out the form and get in touch with us if they want to study with us, of course, and answer questions about craziness and stupidity and others.
and others. Yeah, good or bad. Yeah. What's the difference between good and the bad?
Last but not least, those of you who appreciate the show and the fact that it has been running since December 21, I guess.
21, yeah.
Yeah. You can leave us a tip. What is that?
No, let's not call it. Like, buy us a virtual coffee.
Yeah, buy us a virtual coffee. Exactly. So the links are all in the description.
Or tea, or white bread, or
yeah, exactly. Buy us a slice of white bread. Why not?
We work for bread. Can you imagine? We work for bread. Okay.
Why virtual? Maybe you should get real coffee. It will be
if you're that adventurous, guys, then
if you're that adventurous to go to Kiev, yeah, why not?
Kiev,
in my case, of course.
Or you can go to Provence, which is
you get in
much
touch with
better
me.
option.
If you're in the south of France, you get in touch with me. All right.
Yeah. Okay. So I think it was a great episode, even though we didn't
arrive.
didn't arrive, just had the blah 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 for an hour. Okay. I hope you will have something to listen to in English and maybe think along. And if you want to be a guest on the show, doesn't matter if you're an English learner, doesn't really matter your level of English, right? Am I right?
Oh, you're totally right.
Okay, you can just give us a holler and you can be a guest on the show.
No, Masha, I'll tell you just, sorry, I'm stealing your time, but if you think about concepts, it doesn't matter which language you're using. I mean, this is difficult. This could be difficult in every language, to separate stupidity and craziness. Come on.
Yeah, but it's good if you speak some English, because I don't speak French, and I mean, some English is enough.
Try one day we could try have a conversation in French. We'll
Oops. Okay. To prove your point, that it doesn't matter.
Fine.
Okay. So, how about you? You started then. Okay. So this was another episode of the Thinking Out Loud podcast. Stay tuned for the next one. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.